Hey YouTubers, welcome back to the Double SK Show. My name is Smitty Sebastian Kirk, and again we have DCD with us
Hey
for
y'all.
another topic. We're going to talk about what's been headlining the news left and right. Sexual misconduct, I guess, in the workplace, in your mama's house, on the streets. Hey, I'm at the grocery store getting sexually harassed everywhere. I mean, everybody's is said, everybody. Next, they going to have my face on this somewhere. And I'm like, what the hell? You know,
No one is exempt.
no one. But I don't understand what is going on. I mean, I know about Cosby a couple years ago, and it's a long, drawn out thing with Bill Cosby and all those women that came out. It was a lot of women that he, put his Bill pill in the drink and stuff. And they wake up with the panties either in their mouth or down by their ankles or something like that. Um, I mean, it's not funny about what happened though, but we're just trying to make light of it because I know some of you are like, "Hey, that ain't funny." I'm going through therapy. Going through therapy.
Oh my god.
You set me back. You set me back. Cause they think about those panties they pulled out. What the hell?
Oh my god.
But
I see how this was starting out.
no, but it's not funny though. But I just don't
It is
understand.
a serious topic. But
Yeah, it is
of
very,
course
very.
You're going to
Yeah,
be you.
yeah.
So.
But as far as the Matt Lauer, right? The latest one. I mean, it was a shocker to me. It was a shocker to everybody on today's show. I don't.
Maybe not everybody.
Oh, not to the women he done it to, right?
Right.
But I don't understand. Like, I guess everybody's getting the courage now to come out and say, hey, this isn't right in Hollywood. We got to stop these men. They're sexually harassing us. And I truly, truly believe that that does happen because the casting couch, a lot of people, get different roles if they lay on this couch and get massaged down, and stuff like that. Like, you want some wine, that stuff. Just different stuff. And I don't know. What are your take on it? Because
Well,
I mean, I don't want to be negative towards the women because I'm not, because it's not the women's fault, but I do have some stuff to say.
well, my whole thing is show me a woman that does not have a story about being groped or, some type of inappropriate comment that was said to her. I mean, every woman on this earth probably could tell you a story about some event or some time in their life where a guy said something inappropriate to them or, touched them in a place that was inappropriate.
Right.
We all have that story. Every woman could tell that story. But it's like, when does it become, not saying that it's ever right, but
When did it come? Like you're drawing a line.
right.
This is you're going to be past that now. Like, I don't know because like I'm just thinking about like in school. I'm thinking about like
Oh
different
gosh.
jobs and stuff. Even just last night at work, this lady, one of the like supervisors I was talking to during lunch, and she was saying that she loves a man with a nice haircut. Cause this guy came in and normally he's wolfing, and he had his haircut and he did look nice, all groomed up and everything. She said it makes her moist. So
Did she say that?
She said, a well cut man makes me moist, and then, I start laughing. I was thinking like, now everything's going on. Do I need to turn your ass in because I'll have you up there with the other 26 of the people.
Right.
And my main thing is this: I get it. It's messed up, and I think the men should take. They need to be accountable for the action they have done towards these women, which is very inappropriate. It's very wrong. But I'm sorry. There's women has done it too.
Yes.
Now, I could tell a story when I was 16. Did I told you the story, right?
You probably did, yeah.
Yeah, about my sister, one of her best friends, she was like in her 30s. She was like pushing up on me, and was she in her 30s? Yeah, yeah. She was in her 30s, and she was like, would put her breasts on my back like, hey, and just rub them back and forth. Remember I told you that? Or go up and down my arm and stuff. You know, and everybody would do that. My niece and nephew, my sister, everybody would laugh. I even chuckled, but I felt very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like, oh, you know, and I mentioned this on the last show. You know, about me and Misha was talking about, you know, about putting hands down the pants and stuff. And I said, what 16-year-old would not want a woman to put their hand down there? But that was very inappropriate for her to do that for a
really
minor.
was. Yeah.
You know, she was a grown woman and stuff, but. Yeah, well, yeah, but you
Well,
know,
I
maybe
mean-
I look like a grown man to her with grown man parts. I don't know. You know, I'm surprised she didn't grope me there. You know, but she didn't do that. She might have hit the ass a couple times. I don't remember because I didn't take it serious with her.
Right.
You know, it ain't like she dragged me to the bedroom and stuff. You know, coming to my room, shut the door with a boom cut like stuff. She didn't do any of that.
But sexual harassment
It's
back
so
then
different.
it
Yeah.
wasn't. I mean, I think the catapult to this was the whole Condoleezza Rice thing. That's
Okay.
when you really like. But prior to that, you really didn't hear much about. You didn't hear about it. Period. You
Right.
didn't hear about sexual assault. Of course, it went on, but you just didn't hear about it. And then when the whole Condoleezza Rice, Clarence Thomas thing came out, it was like, oh my gosh. Then from there, it just you started hearing about it all the time. But just recently in the news, I don't know if you all have heard, Russell Simmons is now on that list. So
He could really get his words out. What is he saying?
you don't have to say anything. I mean,
that's
you can, you know. Exactly. I mean, you know.
Right.
And so I looked it up. So now there's 26 people
In Hollywood.
Right, and this started with Harvey Weinstein or Weinstein. I'm not sure the correct pronunciation.
Well,
but that's when, and that wasn't that long ago. So
Well,
since
no, because
then,
Spacey was before him.
he was.
Yeah, he was a couple weeks before.
Are you
No,
sure?
it was
Harvey, I think
Yeah,
Harvey was the
because
first
Harvey's
one.
like right after. Because Harvey was like a month ago, I say.
And since then, there have been 26
I saw Ryan
different
Seacrest
people.
on there.
Yeah, he was, and Tom Sizemore. I mean, it's like what?
And Steven Seagal. The man is brilliant. Is he still doing movies?
I hope not.
Okay. No,
I really hope
I don't
not.
know because I think some people. Please, I'm not trying to excuse any of it, but I know for me, I don't take it to heart when people make little sexual jokes. Like when my supervisor says like, you know, about being moist or whatever.
That was
She wasn't my direct supervisor, but you know, I could have taken that like, oh, you know, because I know when you're at work, you got to conduct yourself in a professional manner.
Well, you should.
You shouldn't be saying no sexual stuff, but
Right.
they do
You
it
shouldn't.
all the time. You know what I'm saying? So you just my main like years ago, I was working at this job in collections, and this one guy was talking to another female.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about going out, and he was saying he met this chick or whatever. And she was like, well, you know, you be safe and stuff like that. He's like, and he went in his wallet and showed her a condom. He's like, I'm always safe. Now, mind you, the two people was having a conversation. The other girl over here, she heard it.
Mm-hmm.
She felt offended. So she went to management about him. They ended up firing him.
what?
Because they said that was inappropriate for him to show condom and stuff like that. But he wasn't talking directly to her.
Right.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That
Wow.
you gotta if you can hear somebody talking
Within
sexual
earshot,
stuff,
yeah.
earshot, you can report them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
that's
can
true.
get a quid pro quo. You know what I'm saying? So all that, you know, you can do all that stuff. So that's why I'm very careful of the stuff I say.
Yeah,
I'm,
you have to be.
You know, I don't make gestures like you know how what they do with the two fingers up. You know that.
Go ahead, do it. Look, we're not at the workplace. We're
No,
good.
yeah, oh, you want some of this? You want some of this? Fun.
I mean, I have several instances where that has occurred to me personally. I remember being in middle school and the boys coming up and squeezing my
in.
butt. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I hated
yeah,
that
we used to
so much.
or squeeze, you know.
And it
squeeze.
affects me even now. Like I can't stand. Like just don't keep your hands to yourself. Just keep your hands
my
to
mate said,
yourself.
don't go to school all stacked and packed. You know what I'm saying?
I cannot help I'm black. Y'all want to see? No, I don't.
Okay.
But anyway, no, and There was this one guy at my job who
Say his name.
would. Well, he's passed now.
Oh,
So
so you can say his name. So
well, it was,
say no. That's funny.
he's gone. So we'll leave.
Dig him
But-
up to stomp him back down.
Okay. Because he would like unsuspectingly, I wouldn't, I would just be walking down the hall or something, and he would just like come up to me and put his head, like, and just, yes, at work, yes.
Where you working now?
Yes, he
Oh,
would
my
do like
goodness.
stuff to me, like touch my breast.
Now
and I'm
that
like,
was see when you go beyond like the touching. Now verbal stuff like, "Hey, let me see that down in your panties," and stuff like that. What color's your panties and stuff
well,
like that?
I've had that question too. And
Which I don't understand. I don't give a damn what color they are. I want
what
them
size
off.
bra do you wear? Like just inappropriate.
Yes,
stuff.
you just gotta watch it when it's stuff. But making a sexual joke about something, but as long as it's not geared towards that person,
No, that could still be
Yeah, I know.
considered. It's just
America's too touchy.
inappropriate.
Say no. Let me stop.
No,
Well,
but you're right, because if you go to like Paris or someplace like that,
or like
they're not.
Italy,
They're very free
the
with
men pinch the
sexuality
women,
and sex.
showing that they're attractive.
So yeah, it's nothing to them. But us in the Western world, it's different. But it's just some things are just not appropriate, especially in the workplace.
Yeah.
You just can't go around telling a woman, saying something about any of her body parts, or
right.
in your case, the supervisor talking about she gets more. First of all, that's just nasty.
Well, I know she was joking. I didn't take it
Because she
personal.
probably was not cute. Not that has anything to do with it. But if a person is cute, you can kind of excuse some things.
No, that's not right. They can't help it.
I'm just being real.
Yeah.
If a fine dude is at work and he says, like, he gives you some kind
Like,
of look,
damn,
or
baby,
gives you,
look at all
right,
that.
you're not gonna be like, I'm reporting you. No, you're gonna be like, he.
Soon he comes and look like Jimmy Walker, then you got a problem.
Well,
It's dynamite.
but then when he looks like Omari Hardwick, he'd be like, yes.
Who's Omari Hardwick?
From Power?
The light skinned dude?
Yes.
Oh, okay. The one who played in, I think, Black Girl or Color Girl or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he play for Color Girls Only?
Color Girl with Tyler Perry, that he made it into a movie.
Yeah.
And he was Janet Jackson's husband or something.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Okay,
Lordy.
that's who it is. Okay,
But
but I mean
anyway.
that's still not excusable.
It's not, and
That's,
I'm
you know,
being
real.
I'm being serious.
Yeah,
but
very.
I'm
That's a shame because we base so much off of appearance. Now, if somebody looking fine as shit and they make a comment stuff, oh, you like ah ha ha. Soon as somebody's all busted up, wearing a big old t-shirt because they trying to hand up their man hips, all that other stuff. And then you got something to say,
Right.
Like his fat motherfucking ass. Don't you say shit to me? I'm calling,
Right.
I'm filing harassment, and I think it's not fair.
It's
because
not.
harassment
It's
is
not.
harassment. I don't
You're
care
right. You're right.
who you are.
You're right.
And then there's women that harass men that we're just not reporting. Now these women is all getting all bold and shit, saying stuff, reporting our asses. We need to start reporting them. Report them women.
But
Shit.
you know what? That is a whole gender thing with as far as men who don't report being abused by women, men who don't report being raped by women, and things like
You
that.
mean
Because
they have
it's
to be
kind of,
teenagers? Because I don't think somebody in their 40s or 50s is going to be raped.
no,
by
a man
woman.
can be raped.
By a woman.
Yeah,
I know it seems crazy, but I don't think he fights hard.
If he is under the influence of some type of drug or alcohol, where he's maybe not, doesn't have all of his faculties, it can happen. And
I know that.
just because the body reacts doesn't mean that the person is inviting this, because it's just, you're human. It's the body. It's a natural reaction. It doesn't mean that you're approving of this. It's just what happens, because sometimes women can be raped and have an orgasm, but it doesn't mean that they want this. But it's just the body's reaction.
Well, why did she get his number?
If it's, you know what, I can't with you.
You know what? This was you busted in here all wrong, but it turned out all right. Call me, cause this motherfucker I got called husband ain't doing a damn thing. Call my ass.
You are bad. But it can happen. But those things like that, they're not reported. Men are, because they feel emasculated. They feel embarrassed. They feel like nobody's going to believe me, and so it's just really an underreported. Those types of crimes, for lack of a better word, are underreported because
but I think the men are going to start speaking out too because I
don't know.
Far as the whole Matt Lauer thing, okay, again, he has to be accountable for his actions. But my main thing is that we're supposed to get a trial. We're supposed to be tried. There has to be an investigation. I guess they got a lot of evidence, unless he said, yeah, I did it. Because they fired him like, boom, right on the spot. But I don't think that's fair. So that means if I go to work, and I know this is not Hollywood, then somebody said, oh, he groped me and everything. Next thing you know, well, you're fired.
Right. Because if one person's
word against another. The person said I groped them and I didn't, they will be groped.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
You know what? Since we went there, let's do it 110%. We're going to get the cops involved now.
Oh, God.
And that's when you wake up pouring out those pink panties. And your bra all around your neck.
But, it's funny that you said that because I felt the same way. I was like, as soon as I heard about it, the next report, like literally minutes later, said he was fired. And I'm like, well, what happened to the investigation? What happened to innocent until proven guilty? But I had this same conversation with someone, and they were saying that apparently he was being investigated prior to that.
Oh, and that probably was the straw that broke
the
back.
He said, out of his own mouth, and you may have read it online as well as I did, that some of the things that were said about him were untrue. This is what he said. He said, however, I apologize for, hurting anyone. I bet he is sorry because he was making $25 million a year.
But he's been on it for so long. He got money stacked up. He's good.
I'm sure he's not, worrying about
he's not
missing any meals or anything like that.
But it's just the embarrassment and everything with the family.
It would be more than that for me because if I'm making $25 million and then I'm fired from my job and now I'm not making anything, even though I'm sure I have savings and different things. My spouse is probably working and making, but still, you're gonna miss that $25 million.
Yeah, but the thing is that he's not hurting for anything.
No, he's not. I'm sure he's not.
Because I heard he was going to quit anyway.
Really?
Yeah, I heard he was putting in.
Maybe he was one of those, I'm quitting before I get fired.
Maybe, right. You ain't got to fire me, I quit.
So, I don't know, but, yeah. I don't know. And
I don't know.
Russell Simmons has stepped down from his companies.
When? Just now?
Yeah, that's what the report said.
Because of that? Oh my goodness.
He has stepped down from his companies, plural, due to sexual harassment.
See, I don't get the sexual harassment thing when you're, especially people of power like that, you got money. You can get anything you want. If I was in these people's position, I ain't gotta sexual harass you. You're gonna sexual harass me for this money.
I know that's right.
I'm gonna stick it in certain spots. You're gonna go get that money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, I don't get it. I truly do not understand. Or you're gonna sign a waiver like a lot of these celebrities do when they're having sex.
Yeah.
Sign right here before we do anything. Give me your cell phone.
Confidentiality.
Yes, we're gonna put that in the drawer.
A word.
Right. Because if you do, I'm gonna sue you for slander.
Hello.
All the other stuff.
Hello.
So, but I don't get it why. I don't understand why this is happening. Like they said that Matt, he had his underwear and pants down in front of a lady. Why?
Really?
That's what I heard.
To show his junk, it was an invitation,
you show what I got. You show on your cell phone. Good. That's what I'm about. What's up? And she tell you I don't know what this bitch talking about. She's telling me it's on his phone. It's on my phone.
But it'll be on the other person's phone.
No.
Oh, you're saying show it, not send it.
Yeah, here you go. Oh, no, you don't send that. You learn. You don't send those pictures. They end up on the
Show is
internet.
show and tell.
They end up all kinds of places. No, you walk up to him like, this is what I'm about. You put that phone back in your pocket. She said,
Keep
he's
it
on his
moving.
phone. Erase. Start, restart the whole thing over. I just got this phone. I don't know what she's talking about. You act stupid. You make
Yeah.
sure there's no marks. You don't have the same underwear, or you just showing your junk and stuff because you make sure the background's nothing that is ever your background. So when they do an investigation, do I go like I did this before, right?
You sound like a pro to me.
you gotta do what you gotta do. Right now, I'm being funny though, but I don't know. I just hope that justice comes for these women that are stepping up, and I'm glad for their courage for doing so. But I don't know what the statute of limitation is, because some of them was years ago, and I don't know if they're just. I just want everybody to know that he's an
I
asshole.
think that's
You know, I think that's pretty
a little
much
more
it.
of what it is.
Yeah, not that I want something from it. Like I heard about far as what's his name, Bill Cosby, that all the women, all them statute of limitations ran out. So it's only that one that was underage. I heard.
Look, I'm all about women's rights, women's lives, sticking together. But sometimes some of those women, Bill Cosby, they knew. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Here y'all go again. And I did with the blue hair. Yes, I'm sorry. Some of them knew. Some of them knew.
I'm pretty sure a lot of the women that are coming out now are they probably knew it was going on, or they got mad because you know how let's be realistic. You know how women do when they get mad at men anyway, especially if you have kids. First thing, you're not seeing this baby and you're doing all kinds of stuff. So
Stupid
why
stuff.
wouldn't this same thing happen? Because now you decided I don't want to push up on you like we were having an affair, and now you're getting mad. Oh, he sexually assaulted me. You know, and I don't think it's fair. I just think it's so effing wrong that it happens like that. But this is the society we live in, and you know, women rule when it comes to stuff because you know you all can get away with murder, and we do 1 ounce of anything, we're just ripped and torn to shreds. Because I have a relative who just, you know, men. She's a man basher. She's a man basher on a lot of levels.
Okay.
She's a man basher. You know, when it comes to stuff that the man just can never do it right. You know, all because he need to take care of. But again, we're going back on one pregnancy thing where we did that, and I would say the responsibility is both, but who's ultimately is going to take care of that baby.
Right.
Let's keep it real.
Right.
Just like a woman goes into a bar, she got a crop shirt on up to here. She got little ass booty shorts with a little piece of her meat. I mean her butt cheeks hanging out. No, she's have every right to dress like that. But when you're giving out mixed signals like that, then you dancing provocative and you're doing all kinds of stuff on the pool tables, like, you know, this is the corner pocket and all the other stuff. What do you expect for the men to do? My cousin did that. That's why I did that. She got on the pool table and said, this is the corner pocket. It was just so funny. The guys was like, oh, she get off this pool table. They were cool with it.
Right.
Yeah, but it was a hot mess. But
that sounds like
but when you put yourself out there, and I'm not saying these women did because I don't know anything about them, but I know a lot of them probably might have pushed up on them and didn't things happen, or maybe they started joking around and now suddenly they feel funny and everything, so they decided they didn't want to proceed with this anymore. But you got to be careful. Like my little sister, I always tell her the way she dressed. You got to be careful the way you dress because she likes to dress like all that stuff. And I say you're giving mixed signals to people, and you know, especially when you get a certain age, you can't be just out there like you're like late teen.
Well, see, I hear that from men. You know, you got to watch but that's. And I know this is hard for men to understand. This is one of those areas, what is it? Men are from Venus, women are from Mars or whatever. This is one of those areas where we're not going to ever understand. The man is not going to understand the woman's point of view, and the woman is not going to, because we as women feel like we should be able to dress any way we can. That does not mean here, just because I may dress provocatively, that does not mean that is your invitation to sexually harass me or to
No, it
push up
goes with
on
your
me, to be
action
disrespectful
too.
or any of that stuff. That
It
doesn't
goes
mean that.
with that trailer trash act personality that goes with it. You know, it's like I said,
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
she bull. You know, with the cowboy boots on, the shirts up
Hot
there.
mess.
No, but it goes with that. Like I said, you can dress any way you want to. It's the actions that go with it. If you are dancing provocative and pumping in the air and all and
Come on, this is the
twerking,
corner pocket.
yeah, what do you expect? But if you go in there, even though you dress like that, but you still hold yourself as a lady, then you should be treated as one.
Okay. All right.
You know.
But see, that statement that you just made, you're the only man I've ever heard make that statement. Because
Really?
typically, yes, and you know my one friend he always used to say that, like, you know, if a woman dresses a certain way, she's asking for, you know, negative.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yes, he was like that.
I go by their action because I have seen women dress a little bit extra because they feel sexy and stuff, but they hold themselves to a standard.
Exactly.
But I also seen women that dress very conservative and just a hot trailer mess. You know what I'm saying?
Man, because you keep saying trailer.
Yeah, because that skirt goes right up. The top of it goes up to here. You just see all this frontal. So snatch. Oh, we're not gonna talk about his ass.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, but you know, this whole it's not that I don't think women should speak up or speak out. I think you should. My thing is sometimes I have to question what their intentions are when they come out to the media. If this is something that you feel was done to you that was wrong, why aren't you going to the police? Why are you going to the media and saying, hey, this person did this, or that?
But it's been so long. They want to expose the person, I guess, to help out the next person in line that they may do this to.
I understand that. I get that. Frankly, I'm going to be real honest. I'm sick of hearing about all this because, as I stated previously, every woman can tell this story. So when does it stop? Like, when is this going to fade into black? And we're not going to hear
all the men are fired and all women are in power.
Okay, well,
because that's what they're doing. They're firing on the men and the women slide right in those slots, honey.
Well, I guess this is just going to be ongoing for a while. But frankly, I'm sick of hearing about it.
Yeah,
I really am.
Yeah.
I just let it just. I mean, I don't know.
Deal with it, but it don't have to be publicized.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Deal with it doesn't have to be publicized. But now, it's just like, you wait in the news. Who's next?
Right.
You know, your favorite actor, or you're waiting for that to pop up. Denzel, look out, because I'm pretty sure somebody's coming for you that ass. You know, somebody's gonna say you groped him or something, and you can have your hands tied, and they still said you groped him.
Right.
So I don't know.
They probably wish he groped him.
I know they probably ain't gonna open their mouth. But that's just our take on it, how we feel, and our views and stuff. And there's nothing against the people it's happening to. We wish them the best of luck, and as far as getting justice in all this.
I do want to say one thing. If this has happened or is happening to you, don't wait. Speak up now,
right away.
Because when you wait, you are in essence giving this person, if you think about it this way, you're giving them permission to continue this behavior, because it's going to continue.
That is true.
Until they are stopped, until they are exposed. So if they're not exposed, then because you're not speaking up, then what you're doing is you're
allowing to happen to a lot of other people.
Exactly. So you're allowing other victims or other women to become victims when it doesn't have to happen.
True.
If it's happened to you, speak up immediately. Don't wait 10, 20, 30 years to say something, because think about all the women that you can be helping to avoid going through what you went through or what you're going through.
Right.
So speak up now when it's going to make a difference. When something can be done, don't let the statute of limitations run
Run
out,
out.
and then there's nothing that can be done. Oh yeah, okay, maybe if they're a celebrity, they can be exposed in the media. But if it's an everyday Joe schmo, speak up now.
Right. So again, that's our take on it. I do thank you for tuning in as always. Please like and subscribe. Leave comments like I always say at the WSK Show, the SSK Show at gmail.com. And for that, I do say this is Minister Sebastian Kirk, always in the works, and we have DCD again with us, and we'll just wish you best of luck. Women aren't getting justice from a it's a crime. It's a crime that was forced upon you. That's unwilling act, right? That's you didn't invite that in. So
Right. You are
we say
unwilling party.
yes. So for that note, we do say good night.
Good night. Happy